na nagtitrade, no? Ayan. Alright. So anyway, ang topic sa atin ngayon, no, are uh, basically two things, no? Number one, yung ating intraday intraday market structure. Tapos yung pangalawa po mamaya, a little bit of a guide dun sa ating MetaTrader platform. Sige, share ko lang po yung aking screen, no? So, huh? Oop, ito. Share. Ayun. Okay. So ito po yung ano natin ngayon. Ito yung ating pag-uusapan ngayon, no? Siguro meron ba dito mga naka-experience na po na for example, intraday trading, no? Ibig sabihin, within the day, nagtitrade tayo, magbabay ka, di ba? Kanwari, umakit yung market, kita mo, nagbe-breakout, magbabay ka. Tapos biglang mismo pagkabay mo, biglang babaliktad yung market. Eh, yung biglang magre-reverse. Tapos parang ikaw naman, naku, ang pangit yata ng pasok ko, no? Ang hirap naman ng pasok ko sa market, parang nami-personal yata to. So bumaba yung market, no, habang nakabay ka, so nagni-negative ka. After a while, babang-baba na yung market, gusto mo nang i-exit yung trade, no? Tapos pagka exit mo ng trade, sige, close ko na, talos. Tapos magsisell ka na rin kasi kita mo, pababa naman yung market, eh. So mag-sell ka na rin. Pagka-close mo ng trade, pagka-sell mo, mamaya-maya, biglang aakit naman yung market, lilipad, no? So parang ikaw, bakit ganun? Kung kailan naman pa buy market, sinara ko na yung buy ko, nag-sell na ako, biglang babaliktad, akit na naman siya. So parang nangiinis yata yung market ngayon. Meron ba dito mga naka-experience na nun? Ako po, madalas ko yan, no? So kung naramdaman nyo na po yun before, ah wag po kayong mag-alala. Yan, nakarami po ako niyan, especially when I was starting out po nung nagtitrade ako, no? So, pakita ko lang po sa inyo yung yung market structure natin. And I think one of the reasons kung bakit po natin laging na-encounter yan, yung lagi tayong bumibili or nagbebenta at the wrong uh, time, no? At the wrong price. Kasi po madalas yung market leads us to doing that. And it's very difficult to identify that at the start. So, kung maintindihan po natin kung ano yung market structure, ibig sabihin yung usual galaw po ng market sa loob ng isang araw, baka meron tayong mas konting laban-laban, no, sa market. Alright, so I'll put out yung natin, slides po natin. And then kung meron po kayo mamaya, subukan natin tignan yung charts, no? Kung may request kayo na i-chart natin mamaya, sabihan niyo po ako. Like for example, Euro USD, Gold. Ayan, i-type niyo lang po dun sa chat box para magawa natin. Alright. Okay. So ito po yung ating daily market structure, no? Meron pong kumbaga parang phases or usual movement yung market natin na dinadaanan po siya within the day. So, initially, you have your tight consolidation. Alam ko medyo texty siya sa simula. So, just bear with me. Mamaya, it would make sense, no? Pag nakita nyo na yung charts. Sa simula, you have a very tight consolidation. Ibig sabihin, wala po munang masyadong pinupuntahan yung presyo. No? And then after that, you have a slight increase in range. Yung medyo lalakas ng konti yung volatility ng market, no? Yan, namimitik yan. You'd normally see your false breakouts, no? Pagdating doon sa increase in range yan. Diyan ka mapepeke lagi, no? So that's where you buy, tapos biglang bababa yung market, that's where you sell, biglang akit yung market, no? So that's when you normally experience that. And then the third one, meron ka naman ng mga fake outs, no? Yung mga fake outs, this is usually found pre-London Open or London Open. Ibig sabihin yan yung nami-mislead ka talaga, buy ka, pero biglang fake out lang pala, bababa, no? So you get a lot of trading setups there, but a lot of them fail. And then next comes the true movement of the market. Yung true movement, yun yung gusto natin kunin, no? So if you're a trend trader, most of the time, yan yung gusto natin i-capture, the true movement of the market. And most of the time, meron yan within the day. And then after that, magkakaroon ka ulit ng increased volatility. Okay? And then followed by a probable reversal. Either reversal or diretso na lang siyang consolidation. Okay? So yan yung ating daily market structure. Most of the time, yung cycle ng presyo sa loob ng isang araw, dinadaanan po yung ganyang klaseng galaw. Okay? So let's have some examples. No? Usually, in the morning, na-experience po natin yung uh, tight consolidation sa market. Bakit? Kasi ito po yung ating Asian range. No? So kasi tatlo po yung sessions natin sa loob ng isang araw. You have the Asian session in the morning. Magsisimula po yun, alas 5 ng umaga, no? Alas 6 ng umaga hanggang mga ano po yan, around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So that's the Asian range. Ang mga active na markets nun, you have Japan, you have Australia, New Zealand, which in all honesty, hindi rin sila gumagalaw ng ganong oras. So you normally experience a very tight consolidation in the morning. Siguro napapansin nyo yan, no? Lalo yung mga tumitingin ng charts the whole day, hindi po pantay-pantay yung galaw. Umaga, madalas kalmado yan. Okay? And then, it is followed by the European session. Yung European session naman, it starts around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Tapos, yan magalaw na yan. To be honest, the most volatile uh, market is the European session. Mas maraming nagtitrade during European session actually than US session. So, diyan tayo madalas nakakita sa simula ng mga fake outs, no, namimitik yung market kasi meron kang increased volatility. And then usually, yung true movement ng market, nandiyan din. Nandoon din sa ating London session yan. And then after that, papasok yung New York session. Yung New York session naman po, mga around 8 p.m., 9 p.m., dyan po nagsisimula yan, you have another increased volatility. No? And may times natutuloy yung market kung ano yung current trend niya, may times din na magre-reverse. Pero definitely nagkakaroon ka ng increased volatility during that time. So it's something to take note of. Okay? And after the reversal, it goes back into consolidation when the day ends. Okay? So yan po yung ating kumbaga usual galaw ng market. And it's very, very important for us to know kung ano yung current galaw niya para alam natin kung ano iti-trade natin. Bakit? Kasi pag alam mo na kung ano yung current na movement niya, then you already know what type of strategies would work. For example, nagtitrade ka ng ng medyo martingale style mo, buy ka ng buy habang bumaba, sell ka ng sell habang umaakyat, then normally that works during the Asian session. Okay, kasi bumabalik-balik lang yung presyo, no? Or during yung start ng London session, medyo malaki yung markets, medyo volatile, pero bumabalik-balik lang din siya, no? Pero pag ginawa mo yun when the market is already trending, no? Mahirap. Doon tayo natatalo. Following strategy naman yung ginagawa mo, that works best during yung London session na yan, yung true movement. Pero pag ginawa mo na Asian session yan, madalas wala kang mapapala. Okay? And then yung mga trades naman ng mga bounces or quick reversals, you would normally find those dun sa mga fake outs or dun sa increased volatility nung New York session. So, if you know what movement you're experiencing right now in the market, mas mataas yung chances natin of getting good trades kasi alam mo kung anong tools yung gagamitin mo eh. Okay? So, let's take a look at this example over here. This is Euro USD on the M15 charts. So, M15 charts, it's very easy to see yung mismong flow ng presyo. So, yung mismong structure niya. M15, M5, pwede yan no, for intraday trading. So, makita nyo, Asian session dito, you have a very tight consolidation. Okay? And then you also have a little bit of an increase in range. No? So medyo lumaki siya. After a while, nagkaroon ka ng fake out. That's at the start of the European session. Ayan, nakita nyo, nag-breakout. And in all honesty, kapag nakikita nyo tong breakout candle na to, ay sorry, wait lang. Itong breakout candle na to, marami nang bibili dyan. And probably, if you're trading, if you're using a breakout strategy, you would probably buy this. Ang ganda yun. Ito yung range mo. You have a very strong breakout candle. Buy ka talaga dyan. Pero ano nangyari? Nag-consolidate lang yung market and then biglang nag-reverse na. So this is the exact thing na sinabi ko kanina. Na kapag nag-buy ka, no? Kunwari, di ba, nag-buy ka, hoping for a breakout to the upside, biglang bumababa yung market, bumabaliktad, parang namimersonal. So this is a very good example of that. Okay? Pero since alam natin sa structure, no, na possible mag-fake out siya, due to increased volatility after your tight consolidation, siguro hindi mo na magandang kunin yung breakout na yan. Okay? And then after that, di ba, comes your true movement of the market. That's during European session. So medyo tumuloy siya pababa, no, for the whole European session. Pagpasok nyo ng New York session, kita nyo meron pong increased volatility, no? Ito, kalmadong-kalmado yung trend pababa eh. After that, pitik sa taas, pitik sa baba, pitik sa taas, tapos biglang baba. So medyo nanggulo yung market. And then it gave you a full-on reversal going upwards. And then, at the end of the day, it also ended in consolidation. So, bumalik lang siya ulit dun sa simula. So, yan po yung phases na nakikita natin sa market. Alright? Any questions so far? And by the way, kung may mga chart requests po kayo, nasisilipin natin doon sa ating phases. Sabihan nyo po ako dito sa chat para we can accommodate those. Alright. So, let's look at for ano. So, ito may example strategy ako na pwede nyo gamitin, to be honest. Okay? Meron tayo dito tinatawag na, ang dami yung strategies na pwedeng gawin eh. Kung ang plano nyo kunin is yung mismong mga fake outs na yan, dun sa increased volatility, ang gagana dyan yung mga reversal strategies, just like this one. Okay? This is a very simple reversal strategy. It's called the Bollinger Pierce. Gamit ka lang ng Bollinger Bands. Okay? You just put them on your charts. So makikita nyo, ito yung example ng Bollinger Bands natin. You have your upper, middle, and lower bands. No? Yung tatlong linya na yan. And then when the market gives you a pierce, ibig sabihin parang pin bar, pumitik yung presyo palabas doon sa Bollinger Band, tas bumalik lang din siya sa loob, that is a sign of a possible reversal. Okay? Kasi nasa dulo na siya eh. Tapos, you pair it up during European session na simula, nakakita ka ng ganyan, there's a good chance na babalik yung presyo back to the middle of the band. Okay? Kasi yung middle ng band, yan yung parang average price mo eh. MA ano lang naman, moving average 20 lang naman yung nasa gitna eh. So, once you get that pierce, you basically trade towards the middle band. So, that's a good example of a reversal strategy. Okay? So, ang tawag natin dyan, Bollinger Pierce. Ayan, here are more examples. Okay? Ideally, sana makuha natin yan within the European session. Start ng European session or start ng New York session. Diyan ka makakita ng mga peers. No? So, ito, makita nyo, may peers dito sa number 1. Okay naman, bumalik yung presyo sa loob. That's a good trade to take. Yung pangalawang peers natin, makita nyo, laki nga nung peers pero nag-close lang din siya dun sa may middle band na banda. Wala na tayong magagawa dyan. No? Kasi wala ka na matitrade. Hanggang middle band lang naman yung kukunin mo. Okay? Ito naman, yung peers na number 3, nag-pierce nga siya sa labas, bumalik lang siya, ang lapit na doon sa middle band. Halos wala ka ng trade na makukuha dyan. Okay? So, 1 is the most ideal one. Alright? So, those are some very good examples. And mamaya siguro tingin tayo ng mga trend following techniques din na pwede naman i-apply doon sa true movement, no? After we kind of map the market out. Okay? Any questions? Mabilis tayo. Wala masyado nagtatanong. Huwag po kayo maya. Mas magandang magkamali dito kaysa sa tunay na presyo. Okay naman. Good naman. Good. Alright. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. Okay. Let's move forward. Diba? Simple lang, no? So this might be, a good solution to a lot of people who have already been trading for a while, tapos napapansin nyo, especially dun sa mga intraday traders. Tapos napapansin nyo lagi kayong pinipitik ng market, laging mali yung pasok nyo. It could be because of this. Okay? Wala tayong sinusunod na market structure. So, let's check out Euro USD on the M15 charts, no? As we did before. And then mamaya bababa tayo siguro sa 5-minute charts and we'll see smaller cycles pan out. Okay. Pero tingnan natin. Let's look at the history for the past week. Okay. Ito, hindi ko tinignan yung chart. So talagang bagong-bago to. Ayan. This is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and then this is Monday. Ayan. All right. So if you take a look at Monday, ayan, medyo classic yung galaw ng Monday. You have start of Monday, meron kang some sort of consolidation, pero sa totoo lang, ang aga pa lang, nagkaroon ka na ng increased volatility eh. No? So, nagkaroon ka na ng konting yan. Pero you have your consolidation over here. Ito yung sinasabi natin na fake out. Medyo maaga po siya dumating. Zoom in ko Yan, makita nyo, these are the fake outs. These ones. I'll color it red, no? Iyan ko na lang. Wait lang. Lagyan na lang natin ng linya. Okay. So, ito yung ating consolidation. Ah, sorry, consolidation area. Ito yung mga tusok na sinasabi natin, no? These are your fake outs and increased volatility. Kasi kung makikita nyo, ito yung ano, ito yung ating support to. So, pinitik na lang sa labas. Okay? After that, you experience the trend of the market. Yan yung true movement ng market. Okay? Pagdating po ng New York session, increased volatility, and then you have a reversal. After the reversal, nagkaroon ka lang ulit ng consolidation sa market. Ano nangyari no Tuesday? O, tingnan natin. Tuesday, you have your consolidation. Ito yung ating fake out. Anong mangyayari pagkatapos ng fake out? That is your true movement ng market, no? Pwedeng dalawa yung fake out, ha? Normal na nangyayari. Okay? Pero basically, that's your increased volatility. That's where you get a lot of fake outs. And then you have the true movement of the market. After true movement ng market, New York open or London close. London close is around 11 p.m. Yun yung mismong London session. Okay? That's your reversal. Reverse nga yung market and then it goes back into consolidation. O, di ba? So, pag namamapa mo yung market ng ganito, alam mo kung kailan ka papasok. Kagaya nito, you have your fake outs here. After you experience the fake outs, the market starts going down, hanap ka ng trend following strategy pababa. So, kung may mga trend following strategy kayo, kahit simple nga lang, sabihin natin, moving average, 10, 20, it could actually work. Try natin. Trend, moving average, no? O, meron kang 10, then you have 20. Insert indicators. Yan, trend, moving average, 20. Okay? Hmm. Kailan sila nag-intersect? Over here. O, ayan. Once they cross, that would have been an opportunity for you to sell. Bakit gumagana tong moving average na to ngayon? Kasi, nandun ka sa true movement ng market. Andun ka sa trending phase na gusto mong makuha. That's why it's gonna work. Pero normally, pag ginamit mo yung yung dalawang moving average yan during a consolidating market dito sa simula, wala tayong mapapala. Puro stop loss ang makukuha mo dyan. Okay? Ito yung sinasabi ko na magandang malaman natin kung kailan natin gagamitin yung mga strategies na yan, yung mga tools natin. Kailan ba tayo gagamit ng trend following strategy? Kailan ba tayo gagamit ng bounces or reversal strategies? Kagaya nito, meron tayong reversal dito. So definitely gagana lahat ng mga reversal strategies dan. For example, meron kang simpleng trend break. Oh, pag break ng trend paakyat, you get to enter that trade or head and shoulders na inverted. So lahat ng mga reversal patterns makikita mo diyan. Very common 'yan. Okay? Continue natin. Ano pa nangyari after that? Okay? You have your consolidation here in the market. Okay? Tapos after a while, you get your increased volatility, no? So pitik sa taas, trend siya pababa. Pag trend niya baba, meron kang reversal. Nag-reverse ng konti lang, and then it went back to consolidation. Paulit-ulit lang siya. Meron kang, ano dito? Consolidation. Okay? You have your increased volatility. Anong nangyari? Ayan, kita mo. Tumuloy na nga siya eh. Ito yung dalawang fake out na sinasabi ko. Nag-fake out siya sa taas, pumunta sa baba, gave you another one, sa kanya tinuloy yung trend paakyat. Alright? Pagdating ng New York session or London close, market starts to reverse and then goes back into consolidation. Dito, napaaga lang ng konti. You have your consolidation. Ito yung fake out mo. So, ngayong araw, kita nyo, medyo maaga lang siya gumalaw. Bumagsak na agad. That's your true movement of the market. And then after that, saka tayo nagkaroon ng reversal. Okay? So medyo napaaga yung cycle, hindi na natin alam muna kung anong mangyayari sa susunod. Kasi nakabuo na niya. So pag ganyan, relax na lang muna tayo. Bagay, it's already going towards the end of the week. So baka hindi na ganun ka-reliable yung galaw ng presyo dyan. Alright, let's have another example. Siguro gold, tignan natin, no? Alright, so this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Ayan, so tignan natin, no? Okay, so for a Monday, wala masyadong galaw yung market. Okay? You have, medyo adjusted lang ng konti. You have your consolidation over here at the start. Meron ka ditong fake out. You have the true movement of the market. Meron kang reversal during US Open. Konting reversal and then it went back into consolidation. Okay? After ito, consolidation. Nagkaroon ka ng dalawang fake out. So, baba yung market dito, fake out. Akit yung market, fake out. And then ito na po yung true movement ng market for the day. Yan. Increased volatility after that and then goes back into consolidation. See? Ulit-ulit lang siya. Ito, kamukha lang kasi ng ano eh, ng Euro USD natin kanina eh. Ayan, this one is very clear. Oh, consolidation. Ito yung fake out, di ba? Increased in volatility, fake out. Ito na yung true trend mo. Tapos, ngayon, pa-start na yung US session. So, probably, pipitik pa ng konti paakyat yan. No? Pwede pa yung umakyat. And then, once US opens, maybe around 9 p.m., pwede kang magkaroon na ng reversal dyan. Okay? Or pwedeng London close. So, dyan pa lang, once you're able to map out what's gonna happen for the rest of the day, you have a significantly higher chance of getting good trades. Alam mo kung kailan mo magagamit yung ating mga strategies. Alright. May mga questions ba? Or chart requests? Medyo mabilis natin na-discuss yung topic. Wala masyado nagtatanong. But most of the time, that means malinaw yung, malinaw yung topic. Okay. Wala namang questions? So let's move on to our next topic. No? Next topic natin is about the platform. So marami po sa atin na medyo naninibago pa doon sa ating trading platform. Hindi natin alam yung kung paano siya fully ma-utilize. No? So I'll give you uh, a quick navigation and some tips and tricks para magamit natin na maayos yung platform natin. Okay? So, yung platform na gamit natin is the MetaTrader platform. I'm sure you guys are no stranger to it. Nasubukan nyo na siya, no? Pero hindi lang natin fully ma-utilize, no? Hindi natin ma-customize sa gusto natin. Okay? Normally, you end up with your green and red, green and black charts. Tsura. Hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin. Gulo-gulo tignan. Okay? So, how do we make it look better, no? I-ano natin sa gusto nating design, no? And everything. So, at the start, yung ating platform, no, a lot of people normally ask, bakit nag-invalid account and everything. So you have to make sure that when you log in, no, file, tapos dito sa log into trade account, you have to make sure na tama po yung binigay sa inyong account number as well as yung ating uh, server. So make sure na tama yung server. Nandun naman sa email yan na sinend sa inyo. Also, when you log into your to your XM dashboard, makikita mo yan. Okay? And make sure the password is correct. Okay? So once you're logged in, malalaman mo naman kung logged in ka, makikita mo dito sa baba, meron kang trade, exposure, at saka history dito sa may toolbox. No, once those three are present, that means okay ka naman. You're logged in properly. Now, once you're logged in, wag po kayo masyadong ma-overwhelm sa platform. Actually, napakadali niyang gamitin. Meron kang apat lang na titignan, no? So you have, wait, let me try to get my pen na. Yun, okay, okay. Yan, yan. And So you have four areas no sa platform natin. Number one, that's your market watch. Number two, that's your navigator. Number three, that's your toolbox. And then number four, that's your charts. Okay, so apat lang naman yung areas na yan. So unahin muna natin si number one. Okay. Si number one po, that's your market watch. Yung market watch natin, yan po yung listahan ng lahat ng mga charts or instruments na gusto nyong i-trade. Okay? So if you're using MT5, meron kang quick search dito sa baba. You can just type in whatever you want. For example, I want to trade oil. So type mo lang oil. O ayan, meron kang cash version, meron kang futures version, etc. etc. No? I want to trade Facebook. So type mo lang Facebook. O ayan, dyan si Meta. I want to trade Euro USD. Euro USD. Okay? Andyan siya. So you can simply type in the assets that you like, or better yet, right-click lang kayo, tapos makikita nyo po, meron ditong symbols. No? If you click on symbols, you'll be able to see all of the assets that XM is offering. So, hindi kayo kailangan actually matali sa Forex. Okay? There's a lot of other assets that you can take advantage of. So, dito sa Forex, di ba, meron tayong standard, ultra low, depende sa account na gamit mo. No? You can trade cryptos. Meron tayong mga thematic indices, no? So, for example, electric vehicle. So, medyo ginugroup nila together. And then meron din tayong mga derivatives natin, which is one of the things that I love to trade. Ito yung mga cash derivatives like energies, no, oil, nat gas, Brent, yan. Gusto ko yung mga yan. Lalo itong cash indices, yung ating mga US 500, UK 100, yan. Gusto ko i-trade yan, no? Kasi yan yung mga stock market nila eh. Parang stock index pa. Stock index. And then you also have very specific stocks that you can trade. You know? So, Brazilian stocks, Canadian stocks, European stocks, dami niyan, magsawa kayo, tsaka US stocks. Okay? Tapos sa derivatives pala, you also have some other futures, no? Commodities like corn, coffee, mga ganyan, cocoa. Pwede nyo rin pagkakitaan yan. Okay? So, you can find all of them here sa ating symbols and you can simply customize what you want to see. For example, Forex, no? Ultra low. Ayan, dito tayo sa majors. O, click mo lang yung gusto mo makita, tapos click mo yung show symbol or double click mo lang yung lalabas na sa kaliwa. Okay? So you can customize specifically what you can see doon sa ating market watch. Now, after your market watch, punta naman tayo dito sa ating navigator. Yung navigator, makikita nyo po yan dito sa baba. And basically, it's a list of all accounts that you have. So sabihin natin, may mga live ka, may mga demo ka. Andyan lang naman yung nakasave lahat yan. So it's easy for you to switch between accounts. But make sure, when you switch between accounts, ito lagi po nangyari sa akin dati to at huwag na po sana mangyari sa inyo. Pag galing kayong demo account, ang laki lagi ng mga lot size nyo. 1 lot, 2 lots, di ba? Kasi demo lang eh. Di tayo takot eh. Pero pag lumipat ka sa live account, di ba, normally bigla kang liliit yung lot size. Normally, nakikarry over yung nakasulat doon. So if uh, if you made the trade na kanwari 2 lots, tapos biglang lumipat ka sa live account mo, dati, tinitrade mo lang naman doon. Kunwari, 0.01, 0.02. 2 lots yung nakalagay. So, make sure you double check. Mamaya makikita naman natin yan. Okay? So, that's switching accounts. And then, you can also see yung ating mga indicators dito. Drag and drop lang naman yan. Mamaya, papakita ko yung mga indicators. Huh? And then, your EAs as well, kung may mga ginagamit kayo mga expert advisors. Now, after your navigator, meron tayo dito sa baba. Okay. Ito sa baba, yan po yung ating toolbox, no? Or terminal kapag MT4 yung gamit nyo. Yung toolbox, dalawa naman yung pinaka-importanting kailangan natin tignan. May mga tabs yan sa ilalim. So you have your trade tab and then you have your history tab. Yung ating trade tab, kung may mga existing trades kayo, dyan po nakalabas yan. So kunwari, gawa tayong trade. Ayan, Euro USD. Buy tayo, 0.01. So makikita nyo na may trade tayo ngayon dito. Euro USD, nag-buy tayo, volume 0.01, and currently, dahil sa spread, meron tayo negative 0.16 cents na loss. No? Gagalaw-gagalaw yan. No? And then you could also see yung balance mo. Basically, that's how much money you have. No? Equity, that's how much money you have with the current profits and losses na floating. And then margin, yan yung amount of money na ginamit mo to execute the trade. Free margin, that's how much money you have left to make new trades. Okay? So, yan yung ating mga nakikita dyan. Okay? Kasi madalas yung pag tinignan yan, hindi natin alam kung ano pagkakaiba ng mga yan eh. So, yun po yun. Now, and then towards the right, you can see your profits. So, that can be expressed in US dollars. Ngayon, naka-express siya as US dollars. Kunwari, yan, negative 17 cents, no? Pwede mo yung gawing in pips. Right-click mo lang doon, punta ka sa profit. Ngayon, naka-as money yan eh. Gawin mo as points. Oh. So, ngayon, negative 1.6 pips, no? Or negative 16 pipettes. Kasi 5 decimal places yan. So, you can make it in pips. Alright. So, mamaya na tayo pumunta sa nitty-gritty nung pag-open and close ng trade. Next naman is yung ating history. So, whenever you close a trade, open a trade, lahat ng ginawa mo, magre-reflect naman dito sa history. Mamaya makikita natin yan. Okay? Alright. So, moving forward. Ngayon, andito na tayo sa part na, kunwari, na-close mo yung mga yun, saan mo hahanapin? Nandito po siya sa taas. Punta kayo sa view and make sure everything is checked. No? Status bar, charts bar, check nyo lahat yan. Ito dito sa toolbars, check mo lahat. Standard, line studies, time frames. And you would see everything that I have here sa taas ng ating chart. No? So, importante yung mga yan. I'll show you how to customize your charts with those. Now, andito din yung market watch, navigator, toolbox, nandun lang din sa view. Kung sakaling kailangan mo, palabas yung market watch, yan, lalabas siya. Okay? Now, dito naman sa ating sa ating charts, pwede po nating i-customize yung ating charts. No? Kunwari, ngayon, pag magbubukas pala tayo ng chart, make sure palabasin mo yung ating market watch and you can simply open a chart that you like. Let's say, pound against the dollar. So, ito, pound against the dollar. Right-click ka dyan. Tapos, click mo yung chart window. Magkakaroon ka ng bagong chart. Okay? So, ayan. Ito, pound against the USD na to. Makikita mo sa ilalim, may mga tabs. Ito yung mga dati mong charts. No? Gold. Ayan. Euro. Ayan. Et cetera, no? So, nandito lahat yan. You can shuffle between them. Now, once you have your charts, you can easily customize it. Right-click ka lang dito sa charts mo, tapos punta ka sa properties. Pagdating mo sa properties, ayan na. Dito na natin, mapapalitan yung itsura ng charts natin na mapapaganda. Punta ka muna dito sa colors. Sa colors natin, may mga preset na. Naka-preset yan ng green on black. Ito, may yellow on black, color on white, or black on white. Personally, I'm more of a black on white guy. Parang dyan ako nasanay ever since. But most people prefer the one with color on white. Kasi dyan tayo sanay, yung green and red, di ba? Ayan, so nakaset na yan. And then you can specifically change the colors that you like. Andiyan naman yung bar up, bar down, bull candle, bear candle. Kung gusto mo, pink yung charts mo, walang basagan ng trip. Basta kumikita ka, ayos lang yun. And then punta tayo dito sa show na tab. Makikita nyo po dito may mga quick trade buttons, no? May dadagdag kayo. Bid and ask price. I suggest you open both of that para nakikita nyo kung lumalaki yung spread or hindi. Okay? Tanggalin nyo yung grid. Normally, panggulo lang naman yan for me. Ayan, tick volumes. Tanggal ko na yan. Ayan. And then I click OK. Ayan. So, common pala. Pwede ka pa pumunta dyan. And just make sure they're on candlestick charts. Okay? Once you click OK, yan. O, di ba? Linis na tignan ng charts natin. Alright. So, once you've cleaned up your charts sa kulay na gusto mo, meron tayong mga buttons ngayon dito sa taas. So, napalabas natin yan kanina doon sa view eh. So, ano yung function ng mga yan? So, initially, you have your market watch dito, di ba? Yung navigator natin, yung ating toolbox, no? It's all there. New orders, if you want to make a trade, types of charts, zoom in, zoom out, no? Ito yung ating chart shift, no? At saka auto scroll. Mamaya, i-discuss natin konti. Now, each and every part of that, you can customize per button na gusto mong makita. Okay? Mag-right-click ka lang dyan. You right-click there, and then, makikita mo, pwede mo i-uncheck yung mismong buong toolbar or click mo customize. Makikita mo, no? Oh, ito yung laman ng mga buttons ko ngayon sa taas. New chart, symbols, market watch, navigator, etc. etc. Andyan lahat. And if I want something to add there, it's here. Ano ba, itong indicators, gusto ko ilagay. O, click ko lang insert, papasok na yan dyan. And then I can move it up or down. So you can fully customize kung ano nakikita mo dyan. Kahit dito sa baba, ito, makita mo, meron tayo dito yung mga objects, yung mga dinodraw natin kanina, di ba? Yung trend line, ating boxes. Right-click lang tayo dito, click customize. Ayan, magsawa kayo dyan, no? Lahat ng klaseng pwede nyong i-draw lalabas. Okay, triangles, eclipse, Fibonacci, etc., etc. So all of them are there. And you can add or remove it. Ganun din po sa time frames kasi dito po yung time frames natin, di ba? Right now, we're trading on the H1 charts. Di ba? Ito, 30-minute charts, 15-minute charts, etc., etc. Okay? You can customize yung ating time frames. Right-click ka lang, punta ka customize. Andyan lahat yan. 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes, lahat andyan. Okay? Pero I suggest just go with the standard ones. If you're going intraday or scalping, M1, M5, M15 charts, ayos na yan. Okay? If you're doing swing trading, 1 hour, 4 hour charts, no? Yun yung mga medium term trades. If you wanna do long term, normally nasa daily ka, weekly charts, mataas na yan, honestly. Okay? So hanggang dyan lang yung mga tinitrade nating charts. Pwede kayo mga 2-minute, 3-minute charts, pero sa totoo lang, medyo wala ng sense. Okay. So from there, you can customize yung itsura ng charts natin. For example, bar charts, line charts, no? Candlestick charts. You can easily zoom in, zoom out. You can click and drag on your charts, no, para mag-backtrack. Meron pong dalawang button dito na napaka-importante. Ito yung auto-scroll. If you wanna backtrack on your charts, make sure it's turned off. Ayan, off mo siya. Para makaka-backtrack ka dun sa mga dating presyo. Pero pag in-on mo yan, automatic, pag gumalaw yung presyo, pupunta siya sa pinaka-start. Okay, so make sure it's turned off. Shift end, ano lang naman to eh. May extra space ka lang from your current price sa dulo so that you can make some projections. Okay? Mas madali mo ma-visualize. Kasi pag wala, minsan mahirap. Okay? Alright. And then after that, meron ka dito yung mga objects that you can draw. Ito yung parang quick, ano ko lang naman to eh, quick buttons ko lang. Pero sa totoo lang, yung mga objects, nandito lahat. Punta ka insert, objects, it's all there. Lines, channels, Gann, Fibonacci, etc., etc. Andyan po lahat yan. So let's try one. For example, lagay tayo ng trend line. Ano ba yung current market ngayon? Lalagyan natin ng trend line yung market ngayon. Yan. And whenever you have an object, you can always customize yung itsura din ng object natin. Just double-click on it. Makikita nyo, parang may mga dots siya. It becomes highlighted. When it's highlighted, you can edit it. No? You can move it around. Ito yung point of origin. Click and drag mo lang. Mapapagalaw mo siya. Ma-adjust mo siya. Okay? You can right-click on the line itself, go to properties, and change a lot of things about it. Like density ng line, kulay ng linya, parameters, etc., etc. Okay? So you can play around with it. So, lahat ng objects, ganyan po. Now, when you go to indicators, punta tayo dito, insert, indicators. Ayan po yung lahat ng listahan ng indicators na kasama sa MetaTrader platform. Actually, ang dami na yan. Okay? Bollinger Bands, moving averages, Ichimoku Kinko Hayo, parabolic SAR, those are the very common ones. Yeah? Oscillators natin, MACD, stochastic, RSI. Ako personally, RSI ang madalas kong gamit kasi simple lang. And then you have a lot of other ones. Volumes, Bill Williams, and a lot of custom indicators. So, nandyan po lahat yan. Alright? So, let's try to put in an indicator. Sabihin natin, simple muna. Moving average, no? Insert, indicators, lagay tayo moving average. So, it's a trend indicator and moving average. So, moving average 20. So, pwede nyo bago-baguhin, ha? Ano yung period, ilan yung average niya, anong kulay, simple, exponential, ayan, some levels that you may want to add, and click OK, ayan, meron na tayo ngayong moving average. And you can always customize that, right-click ka lang dyan sa linyang yan. You can reset it, you can delete it later if you like, okay? Alright, ayan, so right-click, delete indicator ko, ayaw mo na siya. Okay, malinaw ba so far? Bago tayo pumunta dun sa part na paano mag-open ng trade and some details that you may need to take note of when you open the trade. Okay tayo, okay tayo? Alright, let's move forward, no? So para makapag-trade, number one, pili ka muna ng chart na gusto mo i-trade. Kunwari, andito tayo sa pound against the dollar, no? Meron tayong button dito sa taas, new order. If you click on that, yan, lalabas na yung ating order slip. This is very important. Please, take note of the details before you open a trade. Okay? Kasi dito natin magagawa lahat ng risk management kasi natin. Okay? Unang-una, meron tayong two types of orders that you can do. Meron kang market execution at meron kang pending order. If you want to trade right now, market execution ang gagamitin mo. Kung gusto mo mag-trade na meron kang specific area where you want to buy or sell, you have a specific price, hindi pa ngayon, pero pag umabot yung presyo doon, saka pa lang ma-execute yung trade, pending order yan. So ngayon, market execution muna tayo. Okay? So market execution, andyan yung ating volume. Sabihin natin yung volume mo is 0.1. Okay? So that's around $1 per pip for the pound against the dollar, no? Tatanungin ka din dito, anong stop loss ang gagamitin mo? So for example, stop loss, you put a specific price where you want to exit your trade. Sabihin natin dito, 1.2630. Gusto ko dyan maglagay ng stop loss. Sulat mo, 1.2630. So if you're buying, stop loss is nasa baba, dapat, no? Take profit, nasa taas. Sabihin natin, take profit natin, 1.2650. Ayan ang target natin. Click tayo buy. So, ayan na. Click ka buy or sell, di ba? So, sabihin natin, packet ang gusto natin gawin. Yun. Oh, now you're able to make the trade there. So, napapansin nyo, yun yung spread natin, gumagalaw. So, it's easier for you to view. Kung lumalaki yung spread, lumiliit. No? So, this is a demo account na standard. So, medyo malaki ng konti yung spread natin. Kung, actually, hindi naman malaki, maliit lang din. Pero, if you want something tighter, ultra low accounts yun. Okay? Now, kanina, nag-set tayo dito. Ito yung stop loss natin nasa ilalim. Yung take profit naman natin andito po sa taas. Now, you can easily adjust it. Simply click and drag. Ma-adjust mo na kagad yung take profit. Sabihin natin, take profit gusto ko dito pa sa taas banda. No? Stop loss ko gusto ko mga dito banda. Okay? So, you can easily move it around. Or, you can simply open yung ating toolbox. Diba? Ito yung trade natin ngayon eh. Pound against the dollar. Okay? You can double click on it. Change market execution to modify position. Diyan mo pwede palitan yung take profit or stop loss kung gusto mo specific price talaga. Kung gusto mo isara na yung trade, dito ka ngayon sa market execution, merong yellow button dito that you can immediately close the trade. Sabihin natin, meron kang profit na $1, $2, talo ka na $1, $2, you wanna close it right now, click mo yan. Matatapos na yung trade. Okay? And most people don't know this, pwede kang mag-partial profit or partial close. Sabihin natin, nag-trade ka ng 0.1, kumita ka na. Gusto mo i-close yung kalahati ng trade, pwede yun. Ang gagawin mo lang, volume mo 0.1, di ba? O, edi sabukan natin, kalahati sara natin. 0.05. Di ba? Kalahati ng 0.1 is 0.05. Yan, sabihin natin, gusto natin isara yung trade na yan. So, if you click close ng 0.05, yung mapapansin nyo, yung volume natin ngayon, 0.05 na lang, hindi na 0.1. Pag pumunta ka ng history, magre-reflect na yan. Ayun o. Meron tayong kinulose na trade, 0.05 out of 0.1. Andito yung profit or loss natin. Okay? If we go back to the trade, ayan, nag-profit na siya. Anyway, if you go back to the trade, andyan pa rin yan. So, you can still close more of the volume or you can close the whole trade. Okay? So, yan po yung ating trade management. Now, if you want to make pending orders, simple lang naman yun. New order, tapos dito tayo sa pending orders, makikita nyo, meron po kayong listahan dito. Okay? 6 yan, pero sa ngayon, gusto ko mag-focus lang kayo sa 4 na to. Buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, and sell stop. Okay? So, to make things simple, ano ba muna gusto nyo gawin? Gusto nyo ba mag-buy or gusto nyo mag-sell? So, pag gusto nyo mag-buy, dalawa lang ang options nyo. Buy limit or buy stop. Kung gusto nyo naman mag-sell, sell limit or sell stop lang. Okay? So, depende lang naman yan kung saan yung presyo. Kung buy limit, dapat price is yung current price mo nasa taas. Kung saan mo gusto mong bili, sa baba. Okay? Kung buy stop yan, current price nasa gitna, nasa taas naman yung buy area mo. Okay? Pag sell limit, you want to sell above the current price. Sell stop is you want to sell below the current price. So, yun lang naman. I suggest you put some stop losses and take profits dun sa trade mo para just in case mali yung lagay mo, mag-e-error siya. Pag nag-error, okay lang, hindi papasok yung trade. Okay? Hindi mo magagawa yung pending order. Alright. So, I have a good question here. Yung partial close is when in profit na ba, coach? Doesn't matter. It could be in loss or in profit. So, it doesn't matter. Pwede mong gawin yun on either. Okay? Most of the time, ginagamit kasi siya for profit. Sabihin natin, meron kang trade na kinuha, no? Tapos sabihin natin, ang target mo, 100 pips. No, ito, umakit na nga yung trade natin. Ayan, here's a case in point. Kita mo, sabihin natin, meron tayo trade ngayon, kumikita tayo ng $1.55. Okay? And then ngayon, sabihin natin, oh, gusto ko na mag-partial close ng profit, no? Gusto ko tumuloy pa yung trade, pero gusto ko magsara na ng konti para sigurado kumikita. Tapos pagsara ko, yung stop loss ko, ilalagay ko na sa break even, no? Which is not the best way to do things, pero at least may option ka. So, yan. Partial close natin. Market execution. May natitira pa tayong 0.05. Sara natin 0.03. Okay? Close natin. O, kita nyo, yung $1 natin na mababawasan pa yan. Close. O, 42 na lang yung natitira. So, pag bumalik tayo sa history, o, ayan, yung pound against dollar natin, na medyo in profit na siya. O. Kasi kanina negative yan, di ba? So, 0.08 na na-close out of 0.1. And then, you can move your stop loss. O, sabihin natin, stop loss mo dito, gusto mo ilapit. O, lagay mo dyan. O, most of the time, mapipitik lang yan sa totoo lang. Pero, wala ka ng talo. Di ba? You already closed part of your trade. You made some money there. Kapag tinama yung stop loss mo, wala ka na rin loss kasi your stop loss is already above the current price. So, nag-break even na yan. Okay? Pero huwag yung masyadong i-choke yung trade. Most of the time, it's not a bright idea. Okay? Alright. Ganda gabi pala. Watching from UK. Wow. Sakto. Pound yung tinitrade natin, di ba? Sir, question po. Why is it sometimes naglalagay tayo ng limit order pero dumadaan yung price na hit yung level ng order pero hindi na-activate yung trade at lumipad na yung price? Naiiwanan. Okay. Ang ganda ng tanong na yun, no? Let's say you put a limit order. No? Naglagay ka ng buy stop sa taas. Tapos biglang dumiretso yung presyo. Wala lang nangyari, no? Hindi na trigger. So there are two reasons why that can happen. Number one is not enough yung equity mo to make the trade. So for example, yung pera mo is sabihin natin $200. Tapos nag-trade ka ng one lot which is not enough, no? Sabihin natin leverage mo 1:100, kulang na kulang 'yun. Okay? Pag not enough yung margin mo to make the trade, hindi niya i-allow 'yun. Walang mangyayari. Mati-trigger yung trade pero mag-error siya. So walang lalabas na trade. That's number one. Number two is it could be due to a gap, no? Ano yung gap na 'yon? Maraming times na may lumabas na balita, no? Pag lumabas yung balita, may times na nagja-jump yung price, no? I'm sure you've seen that, no? If you've been trading for a while, abangan nyo, NFP, no? Ganyan. Non-farm payroll, first Friday of the month ng US. Normally, nagja-jump yung price na yan. Okay? When the market jumps, pag tinalunan niya yung presyo ng limit order mo, hindi niya matitrigger yun kasi tumalun siya. So, the price was never offered in the first place kasi sobrang bilis ng galaw ng market. Nangyayari yun. Okay? So, that's also called slippage kasi wala eh. Hindi na-trigger kasi hindi naman na-offer yung price in the first place. That can also happen with your stop loss and take profit. Okay? So, yan yung usual reasons kung bakit hindi na ano. Pero most of the time, yung reason na una yung kulang yung equity. Okay. Coach, may one-click trade po ba dyan? Minsan kasi naiiwanan. What do you mean by one-click trade? Yung mismong click mo, buy, sell, ganun kagad. No? Meron namang one-click close. Ito, makikita nyo dito, kanwari, pound against the dollar. Click nyo lang X dito sa gilid, automatic, sasara na yan. Ito, Euro USD natin kanina na buy. Isara na natin. Click na natin. Meron ka na ngayon. Nawala na siya. Nandito na siya ngayon. Meron na ng 25 cents. Alright. Okay, another question. Alin ang better? Buy limit or buy stop? None is better. It just depends on what you need. Kasi ang buy limit, wait lang. Can you give me a second? I'll type it here para you guys can take a screenshot and you'll see what it's for. Okay, so buy limit equals you want to buy above, buy limit. Buy limit. That means you want to buy below current price. CP is current price, current price. So buy stop is you want to buy above current price. Sell limit is you want to sell above current price, and sell stop is you want to sell below current price. Yan po ang kodigo natin. Okay? So basically, let's say ito yung current price, no? I'll write it down para ano din natin makita natin. Yeah. So this is current price, CP. Ngayon, kung ang gusto mong gawin ay sabihin natin you want to buy. If you want to buy above the current price, then we have to use buy stop. Ayan, we have to use buy stop kung sa taas. If we want to buy below the current price, buy limit. Okay, buy stop, buy limit. Kung gusto mo naman mag-sell, if you want to sell above the current price, somewhere here, then we use sell limit. If you want to sell below the current price, sell stop. Okay? Sell limit, sell stop. Oh, sara na natin yung ating tumataginting na $1. Click mo lang yan. Oh, sarado na. Oh, meron ka ng total of $1.44 dito sa ating pound. Meron tayong 25 cents dito sa ating Euro USD. Okay. So, yun yung yun yung paggamit natin ng orders. Alright. So, malinaw yung pending orders. So, magandang pag-eksperimentoan nyo, lagyan nyo ng take profit at stop loss. Kasi kapag mali, ito, pakita ko sa inyo yung example. Oh, sabihin natin, mali yun na ilagay natin. Pending order ka. Gusto natin mag-buy below the current price, no? So, dapat buy limit, pero buy stop ang nagawa mo. So, sabihin natin, we want to buy, ang current price natin is 1.2648. So, sabihin natin, gusto natin, sa baba natin na ilagay, 1.2600. Oh, hindi siya mape-place. Hindi mapipindot yan. Kasi nag-e-error siya. Or sabihin natin, tama sa taas, 1.27. Pero yung take profit mo, baliktad, 1.26. Oh, hindi mo mapipindot yan. Okay. Meron yan yung one-click order. Yung ano ba? Ito ba yung gusto nyo? Meron yan sa taas. Pero baka yung one-click order ba na gusto nyo, yung automatic lahat nagsasara? Ano na yun? Kailangan may EA na kayo na ganun. Third party na yun. Pag yung kanwari, marami kang buy, 5 or 10, tapos gusto mo, pag isang pindot mo lang, lahat magsasara ng sabay-sabay. Ano na yun? EA na yun. Third party na yun. Ito yung one-click trade. Pwede din naman to. Kung gusto mo, automatic, buy ka kagad, pasok ka kagad ng market. Lagay mo lang yung volume mo dyan. Pero I do suggest na wag nyo munang gamitin yan at the start. Doon muna kayo sa yung new order ka muna para napag-iisip-isip mo muna yung ginagawa mo bago ka pumindot. Kasi dito baka maging trigger happy ka. Okay, may recording ba to? Yes, I think may recording yata to. All right. So, I guess that's pretty much it, no? I hope na nakatulong po yung session natin ngayon. Hopefully, whenever you guys trade, especially during intraday, it's gonna be easier for you to know kung nasaan kayo sa market ngayon based doon sa intraday structure. So, i-recap ko lang Ang intraday structure po natin, meron tayong Asian, London, and New York session, and most of the time, you have a tight consolidation. Ayan, balik tayo dito. Yan, meron tayong tight consolidation within the day, within the Asian session, so umaga yan. And then pag start mo ng European session, dyan ka makakaramdam ng increased volatility o yung mga fake outs natin. And most of the time, those fake outs, dyan tayo naluloko. That's where we get the worst trades. We buy at the top, we sell at the bottom. Yan yung nangyayari sa atin. And then after that, we normally see the true movement of the market, which is what we want to capture, especially if you're using a trend following strategy, no? And then after that, pagdating ng New York session, nagkakaroon ka ng increased volatility, may chance na mag-reverse yung market. And then at the end of the day, it goes back into consolidation, okay? So minapa natin yan kanina, no? Both Euro USD as well as gold. We looked at what happened during the week, and nakita nyo naman kanina na meron siya talagang recurring structure. Doesn't happen all the time. It's not very stringent kung paano siya gumalaw, pero at least maintindihan natin kung nasan tayo sa chart, mas may idea tayo kung anong klaseng trades ang gagawin natin. Okay? And then hopefully, yung paggamit din ng MetaTrader platform, mas madali na ngayon at mas may enjoy na natin. Alright, I think I have a question here. Sorry, I'm not knowledgeable about other brokers, but with XM, yes, definitely pwede nyo po gawin yung partial profit, no? MT5, puro lang siya black na box sa desktop. Hindi ko po alam, pero sa akin okay naman po yung yung aking MetaTrader platform. Baka yung puro black na box, ito ba yung iniisip niyo? Parang nakaganito siya. Tapos puro black lang 'yan. Tapos nakasulat lang yung chart pero walang lumalabas. Ibig sabihin po nun, hindi kayo nakalagin. Baka hindi nakalagin, check nyo na lang. Nagtatampo sa inyo yung MetaTrader. Need ba talaga i-link sa MT5 ang broker or can we trade directly sa broker? You trade directly with the broker kapag gumagamit ka ng MT4, MT5. Kasi sa broker na yun. Okay? Wala nang ibang dinadaanan yun. Okay? Also, yung XM app natin, ganun din. Direct na yun sa broker. Okay? Hindi na, wala nang ibang dinadaanan yan. Alright. So, I guess I answered all the questions. Anyway, thank you everyone. Kung may mga additional questions kayo, you can always ask si Miss Lady at saka si Sir Steven. Andiyan naman po sila lagi, no? And maybe in our future sessions as well. All right.
Ayun, maraming salamat, Coach Jo. Grabe, napaka-informative. And talagang sobrang dami ko rin. Ako rin mismo, dami ko rin natutunan. Kaya I'm really thankful, Coach Jo, for this opportunity. And I hope sana wag ka magsawa sa pagtulong sa
Hindi
aming
po.
community. Ayan. I hope, guys, natanong nyo lahat ng mga questions na gusto nyo itanong. Sulitin nyo na kasi talagang, grabe, napakahusay na trader talaga ni Coach Jonathan. And for those people na who wants to understand more, of course, dapat umattend pa kayo ng mas marami pang mga seminars. You cannot understand trading overnight, diba? Kasi talagang it's very complicated. Pero pag natutunan mo yan, it's a high-paying skill, diba? So again, maraming salamat, Coach Jo, for this opportunity.
Thank
So,
you, ma'am. Enjoy
eh,
Cebu.
thank you. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you so much. Anyway, ayan, si Coach Steven, I'm not sure if he will be discussing, are you there, Coach Jo? Ay, Coach Steven?
Hello, yes, I'm here. Nantay ko lang yung natapos si Coach Jonathan.
Yes, Coach Steven would probably be discussing a little about the copy trading for those people na gusto mag-diversify
Yes.
passive income. So kung gusto nyo passive lang talaga and you don't want to trade on your own, gusto nyo talagang merong iba mag-trade para sa inyo, then kokopyahin nyo na lang yung mga trades nila. Yan, ito yung opportunity for you guys kasi merong platform si XM, meron siyang feature sa broker which means dun sa platform you will be able to copy the trades of those who are really, really good in trading. Talagang naaral na nila yung market. So, ayan, i-discuss po ni Coach Steven yung about sa copy trading.
Ayan, so guys, thank you so much ha. Thank you so much for your time. Maraming salamat at naka-attend kayo for tonight's session. Ay, may humabol isang question dito. Magkano po ang need namin para po makapag-trade sa XM? So, well, yung minimum deposit po is $5 via debit or credit card. Pero kung gusto niyo talaga mag-trade, you can start with the uh minimum deposit sa GCash kahit 1,000 pesos, no? So makapag-open kayo ng ng few positions, no? Pero syempre yung lot size, no, syempre yung mababa lang, hindi kayo agad makakapag-open ng one lot with 1,000 pesos. So ganun lang. And syempre, maganda na naitanong mo yan kasi yung i-introduce ko ngayon sa inyo na trading is with as low as $50, no? Pwede na kayong mag-start mag-copy trading at mag-earn without you doing any trading kahit wala kayong ginagawa. Just simply click one button, copy, and that's it. no? Hayaan niyo na mag-trade yung mga experts sa inyo, no? So maganda 'to para sa simula pa lang na wala pang alam talaga sa trading and gusto na talagang kumita. Magkano recommendable fund for copy trading for average profit? Sa inyo po 'yan, magdedepende 'no. So, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung platform, meron tayong multiplier and, kayo din yung magde-decide kung magkano amount yung i-invest niyo. Merong minimum investment na nire-require ang bawat strategy. So, sige, let me share my screen para ma-share ko na sa inyo, guys. Ayan. So, can you type 2 kung nakikita niyo na yung screen ko, guys? Ayan. Alright. So, I guess nakikita naman lang lahat. So, para sa inyo na wala pang XM account, guys, ituturo ko kung paano mag-open ng account sa XM, paano mag-validate, ano yung mga IDs na accepted, no? So, para sa mga clients na nasa Philippines, kahit isang ID lang ang kailangan, hindi na kailangan ng proof of address or proof of billing para po ma-validate yung account, no? So, ayan. So, ang ang gagawin is go to xm.com of course. And kapagka tinype nyo yan, dito kayo mapupunta. Ang gagawin nyo lang is simply click open an account. Okay? Or meron dyan link si Miss Lady na nakapost sa mga comments or dyan sa chat box, pati dyan sa mga nanonood sa Facebook, sa comment section or dun sa ah, caption nung live ni Miss Lady, merong link dyan na pag clinic nyo, mariredirect kayo dito. You just have to register your email address and then your password. Okay. So, let's say na enter nyo na yung email address at saka yung password na gusto nyo. Ayan. Okay. I agree. And then you have enter here the partner's code. Siyempre, yung partner's code ni Miss Lady ang ilalagay nyo. FX Lady. Okay, guys, importante to. Bakit? Kasi itong partner's code na to, it means na pagka ginamit nyo to, magiging part kayo ng community ni Miss Lady. Giving access sa inyo sa educational materials, sa mga free webinars sa kinoconduct ni Miss Lady. Okay, so importante na gamitin niyo po itong partners code na FX Trading. Once done, click register and then may marireceive kayo na email, verify your email and then pag na-verify nyo yon, mabibigyan na kayo ng access sa members area. Okay? So for example, nakapag-register na kayo, ganito niya kapag magla-login na kayo. So ayan, pag nag-login na kayo, ganito yung itsura niya, no? Ayan, syempre magva-validate muna kayo. So, ang una nyong gagawin is punta kayo ng My Profile and then dito sa profile na to, ilalagin ita-type niyo yung details, yung full name, date of birth, yung address, yung financial information, hindi naman kailangan na mag-upload kayo ng TIN, no? Kahit ako nga, hindi ko pa kino-complete yung financial form. Dito kayo mag-upload ng documents ID nyo. So, ayan. Ano ba yung mga accepted IDs? Proof of identity, passport, driver's license, national ID, PhilHealth ID. Yan yung mga. Pero ito yung pinakamabilis na ma-accept kasi ito na may mga address. So, preferably, no, sana may address yung ID nyo para isa lang yung mapoprovide nyo. Pero, alam ko yung UMID, yan, yung mga, pwede yung mga yan. Okay? And then after that, once na ma-validate na kayo, no? Let's say nandito na kayo, validated na kayo, ang gagawin niyo lang is pupunta kayo ng copy trading. Okay? So once na pumunta kayo ng copy trading, ito yung makikita nyo. Yan. So iba't ibang parang this reminds me of Netflix kasi iba't ibang strategies, magagaling mga na strategies, nagagawa ng strategy nila dito para i-copy ng lahat ng tao na mayroong access sa XM, no? So, once na makapasok kayo dito, guys, you will instantly have access sa lahat ng strategies available dito sa copy trading. So, for example, no, ako, newbie pa lang ako and gusto ko na agad kumita, pwede akong tumingin dito sa mga best performers. Ayan, sa best performers, kunwari, gusto ko low risk lang kasi hindi ako masyadong risky, i-click ko lang 'to, or gusto ko low fees lang kasi wala akong masyadong funds, 'di ba? Most invested is ibig sabihin ito nga may pinakamarami ng followers, 'no? Ayan, kung makikita niyo ang tataas 390, 322 investors, 264. Okay? So, um ang gusto ko naman i-promote kasi sa inyo is kung ano yung mga strategies na meron si Miss Lady dito sa social area. Paano ba tayo pupunta do'n? Simple lang. Pag-click niyo ng copy trading, pupunta lang kayo dito sa strategy or username, and then ang ise-search niyo lang is FX Lady. Ayan. So once na ma-search niyo 'yan, makikita niyo yung dalawang, active strategies na ongoing, 'no, na currently meron si Miss Lady sa social area ni XM. So, unang-una, itong FX Lady Price Action, 'pag clinic niyo 'yan, makikita niyo, 'no, bago niyo pala i-click, makikita niyo dito ilan yung number ng investors, ibig sabihin may 119 na tao na nagka-copy. Yung fees, ibig sabihin ilan yung percent ang charge ng strategy na yon or ni Miss Lady per profitable trades. So, ibig sabihin, kung nanalo ng $100 yung trades nyo or yung trades no, ni Miss Lady, no? Or nag-profit kayo ng $100, yung $10 doon kay Miss Lady. Doon siya mapupunta. Bakit? Kasi yung EA niya yung nagte-trade para sa inyo, hindi naman kayo. So, kumbaga, yun yung parang binibigay niyong performance fee para doon sa strategy na kinakopy nyo. And then, makikita nyo rin yung invested at saka yung drawdown. So, ibig sabihin, 9% drawdown, no? Ibig sabihin, napaka-low risk talaga nito kasi 9% lang yung drawdown nitong strategy na to. So, let's say, ito yung napili natin. Gusto nyo siya i-click, gusto nyo siya i-copy. Makikita nyo dito, ang minimum investment lang is $50, guys. Para makapag-copy kayo, imagine, 15, mga sa around, magkano yan? 55, 50 times 58, medyo mahina ako sa math. Mga nasa magkano nga yan? 2,500, gano'n? O mga nasa 2,500, 3,000 pesos. Yan, makakapag-copy na agad kayo. And then makikita nyo rin dito yung profitability ng strategy ni Steve from 1 day up to all time. So, ibig sabihin, since nag-start siya noong January 15, 2024, meron ng 26.26% return yung strategy ni Miss Lady. And then makikita nyo rin dito, no? From January, February, March, April, May, at June. Ibig sabihin, lahat na nagka-copy Miss Lady ay nagpa-profit, no? Maliit man, pero consistent na monthly nagpa-profit yung mga nagka-copy kay Miss Lady dito strategy na to. Makikita niyo rin yung amount of investors, yung invested, at saka syempre yung open and close trades nung strategy. So kung makikita niyo ito, ano, bakit pula pa yan? Ibig sabihin, paper loss pa lang yan, yan yung drawdown ng mga open positions, no? Ibig sabihin, hindi pa yan yung final kasi naka-open pa yung positions. Okay? Tingnan natin yung mga close. Oh, ayan. So kung makikita nyo, halos lahat green, ibig sabihin profit yung mga yan. Okay? So, tatlo lang yung red, ibig sabihin tatlo lang yung loss, which is very minimal. Less than around $2 lang yung loss, no? So, dito pa lang, bawi na agad kasi may $4 profit na agad dito na may positions na clinose ng strategy ni Miss Lady. Okay? So, makikita nyo yung risk. So, kung makikita nyo, 4 po ang risk ng strategy nito. Ibig sabihin, napaka-low risk po talaga. Maximum drawdown is 9.06%. Trades average duration is 6 days. And average per trade is $5.74 po. Alright? And then, makikita nyo rin yung portfolio. Ayan, yung mga top traded instrument, Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, Gold, AUD USD, GBP USD. Okay, pati yung top losers makikita nyo rin. Okay, so let's say, gusto nyo nang i-copy to, decide kayo na talagang dito kayo magka-copy. May question tayo dito, $50 per copy trade. Hindi po. Dito lang po sa certain strategy nito. Lahat ng strategy ay nagre-require ng iba't ibang minimum investment. So nagdi-differ po 'yan per strategy. So pagka kinapi ko 'yan, i-click ko lang 'to. Okay. Ay, bago pala muna, let's say eto na yung gusto niyan i-copy guys, itong minimum investment $50, no? May investors account kayo. Siyempre, yung balance yung 50 pa lang. Ang gagawin niyo lang is deposit. So, i-click niyo itong deposit. Papakita ko lang sa inyo. Pag clinic niyo yung deposit, pupunta po kayo dito, GCash, online bank transfer. So, kung ano yung gusto nyong gamitin, let's say GCash, no? Let's say $50 ang gusto. Ayan. Click nyo lang tong deposit, confirm, and then dito po kayo dadalhin. Napakadali lang guys, no? With the click of your mouse and then konting type lang ng keyboard ng number nyo sa GCash, makakapag-deposit na kayo via the copy trading po or dun sa investors account nyo sa XM account nyo. Okay? So, ayan. Pakita ko lang sa inyo yung process ng mabilis para aware kayo kung paano siya gawin. Okay? So, next. Ayan, enter nyo lang yung number nyo. Next. And then, ayan, OTP. And then, next, and then, made-deposit na yon. Okay. So, example, nakapag-deposit na kayo. Balik tayo ulit dun sa copy trading area. Kunwari, pumasok na po yung deposit nyo. Ayan, ready na kayong i-copy yung strategy ni Miss Lady. Search nyo lang siya ulit. Para ma-confirm nyo na may napumasok yung deposit nyo, lalabas po yan dito sa balance. Kung ano yung amount na dineposit nyo po in dollars. Kung ano po yung prefer nyong currency nung create nyo po yung account nyo. Okay? So pagka let's say copy, basahin nyo po itong yung multiplier kasi ibig sabihin yung multiplier is auto nag-a-adjust yung multiplier na yung amount na i-invest mo is hindi po 1:1. Okay? Kasi marami na po nag-i-invest dito sa strategy na to. Meron kayong choice na pwedeng i-adjust itong minimum investment or pwede pong fixed multiplier. So kung gusto nyo, for example, 1:1, para lahat ng trades sa ino-open itong strategy na to is same lot size lang din na sa ino-open dun sa investors account nyo, kailangan nyo po ng $2,000. Okay. Kasi bakit? Marami na po kasi, malaki na po yung funds nitong strategy na to. Pero for example, ayaw nyo ng 1:1, gusto nyo ng investment amount lang, pwedeng $50. Okay, kasi yung minimum investment. Kapag bumaba kayo sa 50, hindi pwede. Pero, pwede po kayong tumaas sa $50. Let's say gusto nyo $100 kasi gusto nyo as yung profit na gusto nyo makuha, pwede po nyo gawin yon, no? Ayan, let's say 50 lang. And then you also have the chance to copy open trades, no? Kung gusto nyo, why not? And pwede rin kayo mag-set ng stop loss and take profit. So, stop loss, ano ba yung stop loss? Na yan. So, ibig sabihin, kung nag-invest ako ng $50, ang gusto ko lang mapatalo is $30. Ibig sabihin, pag umabot ng $30 yung loss ko, automatic mag-exit na siya, wala na siya, hindi na siya magka-copy ng strategy. Next, take profit. For example, 50 yung in-invest ko. Gusto ko, madoble lang yung 50 ko. Gusto ko 100 lang. Kapag ka nag-$100 na siya, automatic mag-exit na siya sa strategy, hindi na siya magka-copy ng mga next trades. Para sa na $100, pwede mo na siyang i-withdraw. Okay? Pwede rin yon, stop loss and take profit. Pero, kailangan natin i-check tong not guaranteed kasi due to market volatility conditions, hindi best effort po yung pag-capture ng stop loss or profit natin sa investors account. Ibig sabihin, hindi po siya guaranteed. Minsan mas mataas siya sa $100 or mas mababa sa take profit. Minsan mas mababa or mas mataas po sa $30 loss. Okay, so once you're all set, simply click copy and then ayun po. Ganun lang po kadali. Makakopy nyo na po agad yung strategy. Okay? And ayun, so bale meron dalawang strategies dito si Miss Lady, no? This one is recommended for low risk takers po. So para sa mga risk appetite na mabababa, ito po yung pwede niyong i-copy. And para naman po dito sa mga high risk, ayan, kung makikita nyo, no, minimum investment is $200. Pero ang monthly return naman is nasa around, sa ngayon, kung makikita nyo, around 19 0.22% po compared sa 5%. Okay? So same line lang din na makikita nyo. So ibig sabihin, nung May, kumita po ng 56.70 yung strategy na to. Ibig sabihin, may returns ang $56 sa mga nag-copy nitong strategy na to. Same lang din, no? Kung ano yung makikita niya. Pero ito, nag-charge po ng 20% fees. 10%, mas mataas ng 10% dun sa kaninang strategy ni Miss Lady. And then, minimum investment is $200. Okay, so all time is 112%, 0.74 po. So ibig sabihin profitable talaga itong strategy. Pero kung makikita nyo ang risk score nyo po is nasa 10. Okay? So kung confident kayo, medyo risk taker kayo, pwede nyo pong i-copy. Ganun lang din gagawin nyo. Click copy strategy, no? Read the multiplier, set your minimum investment set up, take profit and stop loss. Click this one and simply click copy. Alright? So, ganun lang po siya kadali, guys. And sana may natutunan kayo sa session na to, no? Napakadali lang para i-copy yung strategy na yon. And ganun lang din kung paano mag-create ng account, paano mag-deposit investors account, paano i-copy yung strategies ni Miss Lady. Alright, so yan lang from my side. Again, thank you so much guys para sa lahat ng umattend tonight. Maraming salamat. And of course, Miss Lady, alam kong pagod ka sa road tour no or sa Philippines tour mo ngayon. Pero umattend ka pa rin sa webinar natin. Maraming salamat po sa iyo.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Coach Steven, for this opportunity. Type 1 nga, guys, kung marami natutunan yung mga ano natin dyan. Ayun. So, thank you guys for staying dito sa ating webinar. And I hope marami kayo natutunan dun sa intraday strategy ni Coach Joe. At the same time, kung paano nyo i-navigate yung inyong MT5. And also, how you can have passive income through copy trading. So, I hope guys na magamit nyo yung mga natutunan nyo ngayon. And if you want to be part of my community, of course, you just simply need to create your account with XM. So, it's very important that you choose the broker talaga na very reputable and talagang makakapag-withdraw ka, di ba? So, it's very essential na makakapag-withdraw ka, guys. So, again, maraming salamat for your time. As for those people who are in Facebook, nasa pin section po kung paano kayo makakapag-start na makapag-open ng account with XM. So, again, maraming salamat for your time and I hope, guys, na you have a good night. For those who are in Cebu, magkita-kita tayo tomorrow. We will be having our Forex workshop session. Tuturo tayo dyan ng mga technical and fundamental analysis. So, I hope, guys, na makita ko kayo very soon. So, again, maraming salamat, Coach Steven. God bless everyone. By the way, I will be uploading the recorded webinar. I will be posting it on YouTube and nasasend ko yung link sa ating Telegram channel. So make sure to join our Telegram channel. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye!
Alright, bye guys. Have a wonderful weekend and enjoy there, Miss Lady. Enjoy Cebu.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.